Roger Blair, good morning. I was just about to start typing something. Roger, I hope your day's starting out smooth. I was trying to find some interesting information, and the only thing I could find on short notice was today, on this date anyway, in the year 2000, was the first time that the White Stripes performed on TV. Good evening, Donna. How you doing, young lady? Yeah, Roger. I don't know what happened last night. My gut was telling me something was wrong all day yesterday. So I just felt ill at ease, like something bad was going to happen. Go back to work. Donna, I didn't know you were working nights. Busy in her part time job. She still has 2 months vacation. uh, the worst thing that happened that anybody has contacted me about was Juan said that him and his girlfriend were uh, imitating Chucky Bruce Brewster and had tummy problems all day. I don't think he'd mind me saying that. I hope he doesn't. Well, Donna, I'm sorry you're bored. You are so talented. I can't imagine you being bored. And I greatly appreciate your energy. Let's see here. But anyway, Roger, it was like 3 o'clock before I got to sleep. I woke up at 6:20, and I laid there for a few minutes. Do I want to start the morning live while I'm still asleep or what? So, Donna, you're welcome. I am just very happy that you spend a few minutes here. So, anyway, Roger, I put the camera on the back porch, started the Nature Channel by 6:30, threw the coffee pot together, stuck it on the back porch, and turned it on. And the rest, as they say, is history. When I put the camera on the back porch, there was nothing but blue skies, and now there's almost no blue sky. Mm. Roger, this is kind of interesting. In 1982, Rocky 3 hits theaters. It features a new song with a key line of dialogue from the movie. The song is "I the Tiger." Stallone wanted "Another One Bites the Dust" to be the theme song for the movie, but instead he had to get an upstart band, Survivor, to record. Well, they wrote and recorded, but to record the theme song for the movie. Well, I tell you, everything finally turned from greenish brown to just lush green and growing like crazy. At least here. And usually that's when I wake up, 3:30, 4 o'clock. But when you go to sleep at 3, waking up at 3:30 usually doesn't happen. At least not for me. So, Roger, does your agenda today include a nap? Yeah, I just hope she's okay. She's a little spark plug for sure. But WTF Mike and her communicate often. Moggs, good morning. I hope you and Stevie B are having a fantastic day. But WTF Mike, he would know if anything's wrong. If he shows up, we'll ask him. Moggs, that was a great 3-hour show Tuesday night. chat was flying. People were having a good time. And now it looks like Treezilla has a fog around the outline of his face. When things like that happen spontaneously, it just makes it all the more fun. Roger, that means things are back to normal, or they are normal, I should say. We're at like 68 degrees last time I checked, and that was almost an hour ago now. Hold down the fort. I'm going to top off the coffee cup. Yeah, I checked, Roger. It's 70 degrees now. Yeah, Moggs, I feel for you because I know some of the days can get pretty hot and humid there. But boy, you have it fantastic in the wintertime. John P., good morning. Uh, Roger, there was somebody up on the panel at Moggs Tuesday night. I think his name's Jeff. He's got a kind of a reputation for eating all the cookies. Yeah, he made it through though. He he was running out of gas at the 3 hour mark, but he made it to the end of the show. It was funny. I don't know, Moggs. I can't do that. Uh, the If I feel like I'm falling asleep, I'm getting off the panel, buddy. Let me tell you. When that guy said, "Where'd that voice come from?" That was funny. I do believe we found someone that speaks slower than me. Mr. Lee, I was thinking it's about time you take a lunch break. Don't you be working too hard. Mr. Lee, do you ever sleep? That reminds me, I've not seen Lulu Bell in a long time. I hope she's doing okay. I think she's over close to Sharon with two R's. I need to adopt Mr. Lee's name for her, Shaz. That way I don't have to say which one, which Sharon. Oh man, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, we got to figure out a way to get you over here and get a couple of motorcycles and just way. That wasn't good. It looked like I dropped my internet connection for a moment. There you go. Power nap. That would just be cool riding the Blue Ridge Parkway. But the parkway isn't for speed, Mr. Lee. It's for viewing pleasure, shall we say. Uh, the sad story, Mr. Lee, about that movie? Those motorcycles got stolen and nobody knows what happened to them. Moggs, are you working today? So if those motorcycles were ever found, they'd be worth a fortune. Cool. At least it's not a super busy day. Uh, a lot of somebody's probably have them because they were probably stripped for parts. Harleys, especially back then, Harleys were you could not leave. You could not leave a Harley unattended back in this day. Oh, okay. Little rain down Moggs Way. Roger, thanks for that update. If you see her, tell her we all said hello, please, sir. Around here, up until, I don't know, just a few years ago, if you were selling a Harley, you would list it, but you would meet the buyer at a like a shopping center or something. You would not let them know where you lived because a lot of times they were just trying to figure out where it was, and then it would get stolen. A buddy of mine, he had one of the anniversary bikes. It was the fairings, saddlebags, everything. And he was in Winston-Salem, parked his bike right next to the front door. He walked in, got a pack of cigarettes, and when he came back out, the bike was gone. And the whole front of the building, it was a grocery store, the whole front of the building was glass. So he could see out the entire time. In just the short time that he turned his back, getting the cigarettes, the motorcycle was gone. And a fully dressed out Harley is not a lightweight bike. They had to be following him and just waiting for an opportunity. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the ape hangers. Guy I worked with in South Carolina, he had those. I like sitting up. I don't like being folded in half when riding a bike. You got that right, Mr. Lee. I'm pretty sure I got that CD. And that song, Born to Be Wild, has been used in so many movies and TV shows and whatnot. Nah, I need to stay away from those. I mean, they can be fun, but I just like to push things to the limit too much. Yeah, I like kind of sitting up straight. The most comfortable bike I ever owned was my CB 900. I could ride that thing for 18 hours and just be, just be fine. It's like riding in a Cadillac. But it had air shocks front and back, so I could adjust the ride to whatever I wanted. It handled great, had enough power, and it sounded fantastic. Now my 1300, it folds me in half a little bit, but it was fun for riding around town, going on short trips. Yeah, it did pretty good. It had the split transmission, five high and five low, but the bike had so much power. I mean, I never put it in low. I'd gotten used to riding that 900, and somebody I know got a 500 Interceptor. I got on it and it felt like I was riding a bicycle. I bet if he has some interesting guests, he'll go long. But I don't know when is has Stevie already started back to work, or does she still have a few days off? But that 900 Interceptor, it was amazingly listen to me, 500 Interceptor was amazingly fast, and like I said, it felt like a bicycle. So Stevie's back to work. Okay. That was a rare occasion that you went over a whole hour. That's because everybody was talking about good subjects. Is having fun. There was a little side action going on, whether or not that guy would fall asleep, and they were needling each other that they didn't do their show. So there was several angles that fun was popping out. No, I've never ridden a trike. Uh, hey, John P. There's quite a few people who have those slingshots and the Can-Ams, but I don't know. I'd just soon get a little, uh, a little convertible. You know, I would really enjoy having one of the little Mazda Miatas, a two-seater, for like riding the parkway. Yeah, they do. I mean, I just can't see. Uh, I like being on two wheels or four. It's just a personal preference. That's all. I bet those slingshots are fun on curvy roads though, because they are so low and they're configured where they would probably be stable. Yeah, they have shows around here, and for the music channel, I will probably do some car shows. They have a vintage motorcycle 3-day event in South Carolina. I gotta watch what I say here because I got shown over the weekend. If I haven't been someplace in a while, things change. But the last time I was at that event, it was a lot of fun. They had all kinds of motorcycles. They had motorcycles from the 30s, 40s on up to probably 2000. John P., are you talking about Kathy? Uh, I remember when it happened, uh, and all the big whoop to do about it, because that's about the concert where uh, the, the gang was hired to do security, and somebody was unalived. There, I have found out that there's one a month in this little town near here, and I'm going to try to go to it. Uh, and the neighbor up the street has a 69 Mach 1 and a Looks like a Chevelle SS 396. I'm going to try to video that. That's cool. I still want to get the Def Leppard story. I've got it on VHS and have a movie night. We could all, get together, not live, but, what they call backstage and watch that. I mean, it wouldn't be the best situation, but it would be as good as we could do considering how everybody's spread out all over the place. Yeah, Mr. Lee, I was going for coffee. Yeah, when I get up and coughing and whatnot, y'all don't need to be listening to such. Y'all need to be listening to the birds singing. And John P., my 1300 dressed out with the saddlebags and everything, it weighs about 800 pounds. And that's about the limit to what I would want to be picking up. But picking up an 800-pound bike's not fun to me. Mr. Lee, I saw something about that. That's interesting. Excuse me, interesting. Uh, the thing that concerns me at this point, with all the scientists and engineers that have just mysteriously disappeared, I'm a little concerned for Avi. And Wilcox, he said something just a day or two before he passed away that he was concerned for something happening to him. There's enough stuff going on out there. We'll never know for sure exactly what has taken place. And there's another guy who does a lot of research. He's from, I think, upstate New York. His name eludes me right now, but he's another one that I think should be extra careful. Well, you'll have to give us a full report, Mr. Lee. Another one that might want to watch what's going on is Travis. I can't think of his last name off the top of the head. Take your time, Mr. Lee. Uh, he's on Skinwalker Ranch. I guess it's because George Knapp had written a book about it and had talked about it, and then when the show come on, I already had a little background information. It was like a year or two behind. You could get it through some of the streaming services, but all of a sudden they locked down. I think 3 years ago, maybe four, is as recent as you can get. They hid it behind a paywall. But I still think that that TV series, Skinwalker Ranch, is the best chance for actual disclosure because of the activities going on there. Yeah, I think that'll be a good one, Mr. Lee. Sleeping Dogs. The smartest thing Jeremy did was teaming up with George Knapp. And I mean, I like George's story. He was working for the TV station in Las Vegas and got wind of what was going on out at the Area 51, and he said, this stuff, 6 months, I'll have it figured out. And here it is, how many decades later. So at least he's honest about it. He thought he was going to have it tied up in a neat bow, and he's still researching. But George, I mean, he's taken down mob bosses out in Las Vegas with his research and going on the record on his local TV show. Oh, absolutely. If it wasn't for George, we would know nothing about Bob Lazar. Oh yeah, yeah. He just for whatever reason got interested in making sure that the praying mantis was safe on his property. I think in one interview he made a joke that if the praying mantis like aliens actually exist, maybe they'll give him a little slack because he has taken care of the praying mantis insect here on Earth. Bob Lazar. That was something that Blackie had brought up. He had never seen anything, but there's been a couple of things happen around me that I wouldn't associate with Bigfoot at all until I talked to you guys and watched Mog's show for a good amount of time. I'd never heard of if somebody had said glowing red eyes, I'm thinking of the movie Amityville Horror or Fright Night. You know, yeah, Storm 51. I just nah, bad idea. Bad idea. I have watched Area 52 some, but UAP Gerb, I don't know who that is. I've pretty well reached the limit of viewing time. I have a long list of things to watch and people to keep up with. But that's one place I would like to go to. I wouldn't try to storm the gate or trespass, but I'd like to just be able to say I went there because I had not known it as Area 51 until late 80s, I think. But the SR 71, which was developed and test flown out there, I'll have to keep that in mind. UAP Gerb. Excuse the typing. I got that pulled up. I'll look into it as soon as the live is over. But I was a big fan of the SR 71, so I knew about Groom Lake. What did they call it? It was an email loop back in the 90s. And nah, I'm not missing everything, just some things. Anyway, it was a group of people that would discuss the SR 71. And one of the people was the flight director at NASA that was in charge of scheduling the SR 71 flights in the 90s. And um, didn't get to go to NASA, but once a year, the director would take orders and send out uh, patches, tie pins, different things like that that had flown on the SR 71. Roger, that's funny. So I've got a couple of SR 71 patches and a couple of key rings, I think, and definitely a couple of tie pins that are SR 71 and a little piece of paper that documents they were flown on an SR 71 when it was with NASA and that they achieved 80 some thousand feet. Somebody, I think it was in Mog's show Tuesday night, was talking about a short video, and I looked it up, and yes, it looked like pretty close to what they had in the movie Alien. I mean, Predator. Yeah, it was a pretty short video. She thought she saw something move across the trail in front of her, and she accidentally videoed it in the woods. You could see the foliage, like somebody was stepping on it. But these days, I mean, with the with AI and people being able to fake videos, you never know for 100%. I mean, even if somebody had something on film today, you'd have to question it because it's too easy to, AI something and put it on film. Yeah, I put that on the other night, Flash of Beauty, and fell asleep watching it. I'll have to try to watch it one day when I won't be going to sleep. Well, I appreciate that. See, with Moggs backing them, that you know sways the weight of the evidence, because I know Moggs is critical of things that he watches. I mean, he doesn't just believe stuff for the sake of believing it. It looked pretty good to me, but like I said, with AI, it's hard to tell these days. I watched that video of the meteor, and I watched it from a couple of different angles, different videos, and that meteor looked different. It was brighter and greener in some than it was in others. So I don't know if it was camera difference or what the deal was, but all right, time for that last cup of coffee. The pot will be empty after this one. The breeze has picked up. There's rabbits running across the yard. And we're back to mostly sunshine. It's already 74. But I guess it would help if I turned this off. Mr. Lee. I don't know. This year just seems to be hard to get any sun for me. I had a little bit. I mean, when I mow the yard this week, I'm going to have to put on sunscreen because I don't have enough base. Mr. Lee, get out your SPF 5000 so that you're safe. There goes the puppy alarm. I bet they've come to mow the neighbor's yard. That's the only reason the puppy alarm would be going off right now. Mr. Lee, there's nothing wrong with freckles. I didn't realize it was that old. I just heard people in chat talking about it and I looked it up. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to mow. Looking like a milk bottle. What's that got to do with freckles? I remember when I was a teenager going to Myrtle Beach. Everybody had zinc oxide on their noses so they wouldn't burn their noses. Good morning, Dolly. Thank you much, Dolly. I'm going to use the video over on the Nature Channel and play it at 2x speed just to watch the clouds change real quick. Because we've had sunshine, clouds, sunshine, and everything in between. Mr. Lee, you take care, and we'll catch up with you next time. Always fun to talk motorcycles. Dolly, I hope your day's starting out really well. Cool. I'm going to work out with Briggs and Stratton. I'll probably do a little mowing today. I'm trying to mow half of it one day and the other half the next day. It's the same amount of work, but for some reason, it works a little better keeping the weight down. Birds are flying by pretty well today. Dolly, what time does Buddha come on? I'm guessing he has a YouTube channel. Moggs, thanks, buddy, for showing up. And I hope you have an easy day. And yes, we will catch you at 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. East Coast time. Roger, were you watching the show when they discovered somebody hiding in their sunroom? That was a couple of weeks ago. I can't believe somebody got in their house and was hiding in the sunroom. And apparently they did it while they were doing their live show. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, it was crazy that somebody would even do that. Birds flying by. It looks like the sun is shining on the screen. So you got a light in a dark area. Good morning. Vertical and above ground, that's as good as it gets. Debating about mowing the yard. I certainly hope you're having a great start to your day. Yeah, uh, Roger, that's why I like the neighbors having their puppies outside. They're not actually puppies, but you know, I like to go places and everything, and it's just not fair to leave dogs here. And sometimes it would be very difficult to take them with me. So, neighbors having puppies is a good thing. Roger, hope to see you tonight. Uh, unless something crazy comes up, I'll be in chat at the very least. You have a good day, and if you run across Kathy, you know, let us know that she's okay next time I see you. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a great day and nothing but kind words come your way. We will catch everyone next time.